friends. Hey guys, so I figured we would just share the entire day. It's been a hot minute since I made like an actual vlog, and I've been missing doing that. So thought we'd do that today. I'm gonna throw together some soup in the oven. It's called Marry Me Soup, I think, something similar to that. Seen it on Instagram and it looked really good, and I've been wanting to try it. I didn't have the heavy whipping cream, but I bought that, except for I decided to substitute it. Something in my eye. So I'm going to link the original recipe down below because I'm taking her recipe, kind of tweaking it, and I'm also throwing mine in the crock pot because, well, it's just easier when I got a lot to do and I don't want to have to be dealing with the stove and whatnot. So I'll link her original recipe down below. I don't know. Somebody I found on Instagram anyways. But I'm just going to throw all the ingredients in the crock pot with my own little tweaks and whatnot. We're going to see how it goes. It needs 3 cups of chicken broth. I've got this. And this is homemade stock that I freeze in Ziploc bags. Now this probably isn't 3 cups. So I want to just add this in here and then add, and then add a cup of water to go along with it. I've got some things to do around the house. I figured I would just bring you along for those. Not around my house. So I guess so. I'm going to take you out and do animal chores. I've not shared the girls with you much lately, and so I figured I would let you see the girls. And then I think I might do a project that I've been wanting to do for Violet. Animal chores. I really wanted to make rolls, but I forgot to buy more yeast. How do you forget yeast when you make that much bread? But I did, and we're completely out. I ordered some online, but it won't be here until tomorrow, I don't think. We're gonna go ahead and turn this on and we'll tweak it as we go. I just want to go ahead and start getting warmed up. Anyways, figured we'd share a couple of things here and there, so just figured we'd do an old school vlog with you guys because it's been a little bit since we've done this kind of stuff. So I'm looking a hot mess, but it's fine. I don't know why I have to point that out. You have eyes, you can see that. But I got up this morning, got a video edited, well, finished editing it, hard word, and then getting the crock pot going. I've already done some laundry. It's going to be a productive Monday for me. I don't know what day you'll be seeing this. Heaven forbid we forget the salt. Is it time for food? Yeah? You need some food? Huh? Let's go get some food. Alright. Come on, baby. Are you gonna get it first? Oh, act like you starved to death. Yeah. This is what they do every day when you feed them. It's a little irritating. They think they have to fight when they get fed every day. Plus treats multiple times a day, right? Little gluttonous girls. Is your water good? Yep, all right. Always makes such a mess out here, but Now, it's her house, so whatever. Are we empty for food? Yep. Get back. Here we go. Here's your food. And here's some scratch. Your treat, treat. Treat, treat. Treat, treat, treat. I help you fight less over this. All right. There we go. And I really needed to rake the... Hey, quit. Be mean to her. The teenagers, as I call them, because they're the last chickens I got, they are the bullies of the group. And it really irritates me. Can't stand a bully, human or animal. But what was I saying? Oh, I needed to rake out the chicken coop. I like to keep the sand, you know, fluffy and fresh-ish. But I forgot. And well, they needed to eat first because they crazy first thing in the morning. If there's not food in there, I typically leave food at all times in the feeder, just because that's the way I prefer to do it. I just don't like to all them being hungry, and you know, with as many as there is, you don't know. I think we have 11 now, after we had some issues a couple weeks, months ago. But you just never know who's getting to eat. So I feel like if I keep the feeder full, they're all getting to eat that way. But I needed to scrape the chicken coop, but I'll have to come out here later and do that because they was all eating right now. We have to get them some fresh water. I forgot about that. So water them, and then we'll be done and can go back in the house. Seems like I was doing something. I'm gonna make the kids some muffins. I seen some in the cabinet because I was looking for yeast, because I was hoping there was some up there that I just forgot about, because I actually had already ran out, but I found one of the like 3 packs of yeast. And so I was hoping there was another one because I used all of that, but there wasn't. But I did find some muffin mix, and I thought I would make the kiddos some muffins. So that's what we're gonna do. It feels good out here, but it is not. It's chilly. Like, I need thicker pants, maybe a thicker jacket. Out in the sun though, I bet it feels wonderful. So I might even venture up to the garden later. There's a few things up there I need to clean up, and I would just like to, I don't know, look at it and breathe it in. And we might do that. But chicken water, muffins for the kiddos, and then I think Lily's blankets are done, so I need to hang them, drape them over the front porch. It's just one of those days where it's a little task. We're getting them all done, but it's just, at the end of the day, I know I'm going to feel refreshed and not refreshed, maybe. What's the word I'm looking for? Fulfilled. I'm going to feel fulfilled and happy with everything we got done. So water, muffins, blankets.
I saw the ending before the movie was done. I got thick skin because I've been burned before. I got baggage that you don't know of. Learn the hard way not to trust anyone. I'm not letting anyone get too close.
again, Mimi.
I'm a wild
Huh?
one, I'm alright, love on my own.
Gotta really get in here and deep clean this, but no thank you. Eventually. Right, baby. There's Chickpea, if you've been around. She rode the struggle bus for a long time at first, but we kept her going, and now she's big and beautiful. Yeah. You're big, beautiful, and hateful. Think she runs the show. Pretty babies. I love them so much. Hello, girls.
I can feel there is somebody here, and he's watching over me tonight as he takes away my fears, lets me know there's a heaven up there. Yeah, he's reaching out his hand to me to wash away my tears. Oh, I know you, and I praise you. Got my arms open for your love. Oh, I want to be near you. I hear angels from up above. They sing hallelujah. They sing hallelujah. I can see though my eyes are all closed. Yeah, he gives me strength to carry on, and always lets me know that I'm fine just the way he made me. Every perfect imperfection is all because of him. Oh, I know you, and I praise you. Got my arms open for your love. Oh, I want to be near you. I hear angels from above. They sing hallelujah. They sing hallelujah. Sing hallelujah. There is somebody here, and he's watching over me tonight as he takes away my fears. Oh, I know you.
The mail ran. We got our package from Grub Tera, and I'm super excited about this, and I know the girls are going to be excited about it as well. It's just a big 1 pound bag of, what did it say? Black soldier fly larvae. So we're going to take some of this out to the girlies in a little bit as a treat. They just ate, so I mean, they would still eat it because the girls always eat it, but we're probably going to do that for them later. I'm going to go up and change clothes. I got chicken water on me when I splashed it around. Why did I splash it around? I think when I put the end in, I don't know how I got it on me, but I just knew. I looked down and it was on me. And then I squirted water on me when I was filling up some water for the goats. I fill up 5-gallon jugs, like clean them, and then I store them out in the goat shed. I can't do that when it's super cold because it just freezes, but when it's not that cold, I like to keep it out there. That way it's just easier, you know, when I can fill it up in the mornings and evenings, or, you know, whenever it needs it. Anyways, I'm gonna change clothes, and then I don't know what we're gonna do, but we got I forgot this was coming, and I opened it and I thought it was my yeast super early, not super early, but a day early, and I was excited. But I think this excites me more, not because I plan on eating it, but because my girls get it. Helps their shells, keeps their feathers healthy, and it's farm raised. And it says 75% more calcium than mealworms, which I already knew that black soldier fly larvae was a better option for them. And this is what I usually buy for them if I'm going to buy them a treat. Well, I buy it sometimes. Usually I just grab whatever my heart desires at that time. But I'm pretty sure they're going to enjoy these, and we're going to take them out and share with them in just a little bit. But for now, who knows?
Jonathan, what is this?
What if it is that thing?
It's a dog.
That ain't a dog. What is that?
The dog.
What is that?
And that's just a little example of why I typically switch to like voiceover type videos in the afternoons. The kids end up in the kitchen quite often, especially if Jonathan is here, and he was here this day. But even if not, it seems like they all just gather around the kitchen table, and that's where they hang out, and I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna say they don't get on my nerves when they're in there sometimes, because I try not to lie, but they definitely get on my nerves, especially, you know, one of them's pushing teenagehood. He's like, he's 11. He is 11, and then the girls are teenagers, so that's a whole nother realm. Girl teenagers and boy teenagers are two different categories in my experience so far. Like, we never really had attitude problems with Jonathan until he got like 17 and a half, almost 18. You know, he started to get a little bit of he started to get a little bit of attitude problems and whatnot, you know, just typical part of life things. However, these girls, well, in Wendy's defense, baby girl has had an attitude since she came out. But yeah, they can get on my nerves, but I try not to, you know, it's not often they get on my nerves. But either way, I don't want to discourage them from being in the kitchen in the main family area, because we know how teens can be. Sometimes they go in their room and you don't see them for a week. Not really, that's an exaggeration, but you know what I mean. So we just do voiceovers, and we're okay with that. I've learned that it's just easier to go with the flow than try to go against it, because that just usually ends up with me being frustrated and anxious and whatnot. So it is what it is. We deal with it. But back to the soup here. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I wasn't a fan. The soup it didn't have much flavor. Like, it was kind of bland in my opinion, and needed some tweaking. I think maybe some ranch powder would help. Now, it could have just been the way that I prepared it. And also, these tomatoes was not it. I don't like cooked tomatoes hardly, unless they're like, you know, in a chili. But for the most part, I don't really care for the texture of cooked tomatoes. And using these dehydrated tomatoes, it pretty much just hydrated them. And I realized at this point that this was not for me. So I went ahead and pulled out as many of the cherries. Yeah. As many of the tomatoes as I could, and blended them up in the blender with the flour that I was supposed to add to the mix. And then obviously, I think I might have added some extra milk, because I didn't use the entire container of half and half. And then I just blended it up, added it back, and maybe that made it less flavorful, because I did just blend up the tomatoes. I don't know. I wasn't a fan. I wouldn't make it again. I would try it the regular way that you're supposed to make it, and maybe that would, you know, do it some justice. Mine also didn't really look like hers, and again, I think that's because I blended up my tomatoes. So don't discard the recipe if you think you'd be interested in it. It's based on my opinion and my take on it. And I was supposed to add the potatoes in at the 2-hour mark. However, I ended up getting distracted and not doing it. So I ended up doing the samey method of where you steam them in the microwave for 10 minutes. Steamed them in the microwave, and then I put them into the soup so that it's pretty much already done because I cut them up nice and small using the vegetable chopper thingy. And so they came out good. They was, they was not mushy. It was potato-shaped potatoes, but maybe I'll do it that way if I'm going to be adding potatoes to soups again. Sometimes I can overcook them, and it just comes out like mush, like they just dissolve and disappear, but they didn't doing it this way. We're going to go ahead and take out these girlies their treat. After they reached out to me, I did look more into them just because I don't just blindly take on sponsorships. I turn them down if there's no interest to me or my audience. We enjoy getting things, though, and trying them out, especially for our critters. So not only is Grub Tera a company that produces high-quality treats and products for animals, they also are huge into environmental problems. And when you purchase from Grub Tera, you're helping divert food waste from entering landfills. And it says for every 1 pound of larvae sold, they are upcycling 20 pounds of food waste. So it's a really good program. It's one of those full circle kind of things, and y'all know that we really enjoy those. And it really seems to be a motto or a theme for us, especially with our chickens, because we do try to do full circle feedings with them. They lay the eggs. We eat the eggs, and then we give them back their shells to help them. So it's super, it's full circle, and stuff like that is super important to me as well. They also gave me a code for you all for 10% off. Put it down below, but it is all caps CC Tony 10. And thank you, Grubterra, for sponsoring this video. You better come get you some. Come on, Betty. You want a treat? I have to throw her some back there. She's enjoying her sand and time. Ow! Okay, we're going to eat off the ground now. Yeah, she's enjoying her sunbathing back there. There you go. Make sure you got some. And here is the end results for the soup. It just looks like and even tastes like a potato soup with chicken added. But like I said, it needed some tweaking, and it could have been a me problem. I'm not bashing the recipe because I didn't follow the recipe, so therefore I cannot bash it. And even if I did, people have different taste preferences and whatnot. John ate it, and Wendy ate it. Wendy ate it 3 different times, so she really did like it. It was bland in my opinion. Doesn't mean that was everybody's opinion of it, but that's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate y'all, and we'll see you next time. As always, remember to show grace, be content, and live blessed. Bye, friends.